of the Igbos. Nobody ever dreamt that. But recently we understand that Hope Uzomidinma was the guy, the man that invited this kind of pogrom into Igbo land with impunity. He has no fear doing that because he was made a governor by his Fulani Janjaweeds friends, slave masters. They imposed him on Imo people and turned the whole entire Imo indigenes into Malu, Nama.
I told us in this platform that a day will come when Hope Uzomidinma will come to beg. And now it's happening. Look at what happened yesterday after the Gabi, one of the Nnamdi Kanu lawyer. Look at what happened. Exactly. You know, examine the witnesses. And at the end of the day, they were asked, did you see any illegality as in terms of arms or weapons in what you collected from Nnamdi Kanu when you arrested him in the airport? That was 2015 because that was where they started. So they said no, and then he now asked again, those things you saw with him, is it a crime or is it an offense? They said no.
He even said, since Nnamdi Kanu and Ekpa been arrested, or Nnamdi Kanu rather, have terrorism not still continue here in Nigeria?
You understand me?
Has the killing stopped?
So, and after this, when they said no, then he now asked, since you tag IPOB a terrorist and their leaders are being held captive, does he stop that act of terrorism in Nigeria? Such as the killing of the farmers, the killing of the people both in Benue, both in Plateau, in Enugu State, in Abia State, in various places in Ebonyi State. Has it stopped? Even in Kogi, they are now heading in Kogi. You understand? Even the ones that they caught here in Lagos, in Kwara State, and in Borno, they said no. He said, then why did you tag these people? So everything yesterday, if you watch the court in the yesterday, no, everybody was all chanting. No, even the judge was like, oh God, no evidence. Why are we even still on this matter? Why did I keep this matter up to this? Now, I believe that Hope Uzomidinma has seen the light coming to shine at the end of the tunnel. That was why he decided to cry, to beg, and now join. He used the video of the media, to reach out to Mr. President, enlightening him that all the atrocities that have been going on in the whole Southeast, Imo State to be precise, that the IPOB of whom he accused, they are not the ones that are behind the scene. Yeah. I have told you, and I will still say it again, that he has not cried finish. He must mention the name of those that are behind all those atrocities. And the people that are killed, that are killed, and that have been killing even up till now, they must be mentioned. And those people must be, come to book. They must bring them to book. They must question them. They must face the constitutional charges, law, against what they have committed. You understand? So, and he himself that is crying like this, do you know what impression he was trying to create? He wanted to draw the love of the Igbos, his brothers, again to himself, because he knew that he have this, he have lost it. He have lost it in a high frequency. So they are not happy with him. Like this, do you know what impression he was trying to create? He wanted to draw the love of the Igbos, his brothers, again to himself, because he knew that he have this, he have lost it. He have lost it in a high frequency. So they are not happy with him. So, and remember, that was last year when the election was conducted in Imo State. I could remember November 11th, to be precise. And before that, he said that should keep Nnamdi Kanu until the election being conducted finish. And when they finished, he declared himself the winner, which nobody cast their votes to him. But he was declared the winner, and he continued. You understand? And he went ahead and instigated that Nnamdi Kanu must not be released. But now he's saying that he cannot do what is in this matter. He cannot, because the thing has gone beyond Nigeria. because it has become an international affair. And the man they are talking about is a man that is a very strong man. You cannot bend him. He knows his right and he knows what he stands for. So that's why he now come back and like, nah, Baba, you know, there is an adage that used to say, that is exactly what I hope Uzomidinma is trying to, the game is trying to play. Instead of him to lose after I have seen it that he's losing, let me find a means, you know, a kind of to draw the mind of my people a little bit on my side. Let it not be that I did not want to mass Nnamdi Kanu, and finally, if he finally being released, how will my people see me?
How my people see?
How will my people see me?
Okay, but if the Imo indigenes decide to sue him for the killings and the Imo for in Imo State, do you think that they are wrong or right? If they
We
decide
are going to judge him. And you be quick where Ekpa hold Uzomidinma on a cupboard. Nature. Ke emecha godu. Emechaze anyagwe anyi onodo ogano na ani Igbo. That which is claiming he must go and meet them. Those Fulanis, he must remain in Abuja. He must remain in Abuja. All this one that he's doing is none of our business. He must remain in Abuja, die in Abuja, buried in Abuja. His children generation must become an Abuja people. Fulani, he shall become, and he must remain. All this that he's doing doesn't have meaning to us, and that is where I rest my case.
It doesn't have meaning.
It doesn't have meaning. It means nothing to us.
But some will say he's serving in Abuja because he is the leader of the APC governor forum for the South. There,
Is it the governor of Abuja or governor of Imo State?
But it's working closely with the president.
Excuse me. Don't say so. Is it the vice president? Is it the third man in the country? So why are you saying he's serving? Is it the only governor in the whole Nigeria? Let him go to Imo State, and what is chasing him? Other governors are in their state, but because of the atrocity which he has committed, that was what was chasing him. He was running. Had it been that his ways are pure, his hope is Alex Oti not in Abia State. He's in Abia State doing the work which he's supposed to do, that they elected him for. Why is he running? Because he knows what he has committed. So, which he will later come back and face it. Yes, he must face it. Hope Uzomidinma, Nigeria will not judge you. We, the Biafrans, are the one that are going to judge you. I'm going to Ekpa. After all, Ombotosho James Ombotosho yesterday said, whatsoever a man sow, you understand, that shall he reap. He said, anything you do here on earth, you will do what? You will reap it. Only God knows where he will.
Unfavorable in the eyes of God.
Malami would have died. Malami wouldn't have lived up to this stage if he actually carried out his plan in the past at Nairobi airport. Malami would have breathed and breathed his last in 2021 when he actually planned it to kill Nnamdi Kanu. This allegation is not from the horse's mouth. This allegation, this statement is a true confession of Nigerian former Minister of Justice, whom we actually now must face international criminal crime. Courts. We must go there. Abubakar Malami has committed this abominable acts in 2021, sponsoring abduction of Nnamdi Kanu in Nairobi, Kenya airport. And today he's boasting that he regretted not killing or silencing Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya. Huh. Malami, I promise you, you would have gone down. You know what I mean? Gone down. You would have been going down silently. As you promised, Nnamdi would have been dying. Nnamdi would have died silently. Slowly. Look at you now, Kwege. Chuko kabia memenega, I can't see bag no. I can't see abana no, Malami. I can see See, let me tell you, easy said than done. Human being no be fowl, no be chicken, no goat. You can just carry jackknife, slaughter goat, and go scot-free. Malami, if actually he tried it in his life, by now, I don't think any of his kinsmen would be alive. We are Igbos.
But nobody would have known. If the poison is
Listen, he said it. That was what he planned. But Akachuku there, it is God that stopped him from doing that. Yes. That's why he wouldn't have done it. But he said it, I thank God. It leaked. The whole world is watching. America is watching. Canada watches. German observes. Statement from a former Attorney General who was not worth it. Courtesy, Canadian Chief Justice. He said Malami does not want it for allowing abduction of Nigerian citizens from Kenya airport into Nigeria. I wonder if this man what being a chief judge in a magistrate court, married to ordinary Agege magistrate court. Malami does not want it. He is a tribal bigot. He is a religious pig to have said that he would have killed Nnamdi Kanu. You just imagine. An innocent man. What about the kidnappers, the bandits, invited by Malami and his cohorts into Nigerian system? Simple because Jonathan wanted to win an election in 2015. What am I saying here? What do you think about Boko Haram, insurgents like Arua, that are invited into our system by Malami kinsmen in the northern region? They invited them and they're operating freely. Nobody out of them has been brought to the court of justice to actually answer to their various bloody crimes. Malami is talking to an innocent Igbo man. Malami does not understand himself. He has many queries to answer, and I want to tell you that Malami is not far away from insanity. Insanity has infested most of Nigeria politicians, especially in the north, whereby they all start behaving like PIG. Look at what a whole Attorney General of Federation is saying. That man is not saying enough. Malami Abubakar should wait for Nnamdi Kanu. Kanu is coming after all of them. We the Igbos, we must actually visit it to the last degree. ICC must actually question Nigerian politicians that are responsible for deaths of many Igbo youths on the compound, on the palace of Nnamdi Kanu's father. Youths that were disallowed on that compound were more than 38. Malami was aware of Operation Python Dance that actually sent many Igbo youths to their early graves under the watch of Abia State Governor Okezie Ikpeazu. God is watching you. You all must go to ICC to answer to this crime of inhumanity of man against his fellow man. Such animosity and hostilities committed 2017 is very, very strange to our society in Nigeria. Of course, I know that after the war of 1967 to 1970, invitation of military operation was a very strange thing in Igbo land. Exploding another bomb, jet fighter dropping more bomb on the land of the Igbos. Nobody ever dreamt that. But recently we understand that Uzomidinma was the man that invited this kind of pogrom into Igbo land with impunity. He has no fear doing that because he was made a governor by his Fulani Janjaweeds friends, slave masters. They imposed him on Imo people and turned the whole entire Imo indigenes into Malu, Nama. Make it the other that won election, they could not give him space. Uzomidinma all of a sudden visited him in his office. And make it the other was highly elated that his brother has come to greet him. He embraced Uzomidinma, not knowing that the next 4 days, Pope has actually perfected plan to remove him out of that office. What an injustice. What an animosity of a man against his fellow brother. Uzomidinma is more dangerous than poison. And I tell you that whatsoever man has done on earth, it is waiting for him when he goes there. He must answer to it. There's no two ways about it. Whether bad or good, we have Baba God that will answer you. Hope Uzomidinma over the years masterminded killings that were going on in Imo State, in every community of Omoma, Awidemili, Uli, Osu local government, Ihiala, Osumogu, all of them. Youths over there abandoned their communities for township. Most of them southwest as safe haven. Because if you are there, Hope Uzomidinma must track you down and disalive you with Nigerian military, who have been neutralizing, unaliving Igbo youths, claiming they are criminals. I wonder why Nigerian military is bent on hurting the IPOB, not actually knowing that among the whole soldiers in Nigeria that are Igbo soldiers, you have IPOB there. IPOB meaning indigenous people of Biafra. IPOB is not a bad name. If any community, any criminality is committed in the southeastern Nigeria, the way the police authority should attend to that crime will surprise you. Because they will say IPOB. IPOB, is it a crime to be an Igbo man? If they commit a crime in southwest here, do they say it was committed by OPC? It was committed by OPC. Don't you know that is a cultural group of Yoruba land? Indigenous people of Biafra is a cultural group of Igbo land. What are you saying? Why are you this daft? We have many dullards as politicians, people that are claiming to be intellectuals in Nigeria. Within our political system, all we have here are quacks. I'm telling you, committing all manner of ethnic bigotry, religious bigotry, claiming they are doing the right thing. I don't know whether they actually understand we are very, very long in this country. IPOB man is an Igbo man. IPOB man is not a criminal. But let me tell you, after proscribing IPOB, thanks to the Nigerian court that actually deproscribed them as quick as possible. Because America actually knows IPOB are not terror group. Likewise, Britain, Canada, and Israel. The people that are calling Igbo man terrorists are the exact terrorists in Nigeria. Namely, Kanuri, Fulani. The Fulanis are the terrorists, committing all manners of killings across Nigerian farmland. The Fulanis, Janjawis, that are training animals, preferring animals to human beings. Look at what they have done to Middle Belt states, ranging from Southern Kaduna, Niger State, Benue State, Plateau States, and the Ebonyi States. They have actually taken over that land region with all manners of killer headers from Mali, from Gambia, from Burkina Faso, from Niger, from Futajello Highland, all those Sahel countries. They invited Fulanis over there to fight Igbo man in the southeastern Nigeria. And nobody has been able to come with good evidences to nail the Fulani oligarchy in the court in that regard. They are the one committing all manners of bloody atrocities, both in the southwest, southeast, core north, and mid north. Malami is there watching. Cherima is there. Nigeria Office of the Presidency, are they telling us that they don't know that all the killings of Yoruba farmers in the southwest, especially Ondo axis, are committed by the Fulani headers? What are they doing in the house? I mean Yoruba lawmakers. What are they doing in the house? I mean the Igbo lawmakers. That they don't know all the killings going on in Benue State, Enugu State, and the Ebonyi State are committed by the same Fulanis, the Fulani headers. And they have many Fulani headers in the upper legislative chamber of Senate. They have many Fulani headers in the lower legislative chamber of House of Rep. They are there as bloody honorables because all their hands are soiled with blood. They don't have regard for human life.
Okay. But what do you think will become of Nnamdi Kanu May 8th?
I am telling you that the case that has been going, lingering on and on, is over protracted. That procrastination is to punish an innocent Igbo man. Because from north to south, south, east, southwest, every region in this country has seen Igbo man as a potential enemy. Potential one. They don't like Igbo man because of the kind of breakthrough God has given them in education, in entrepreneurship, and industrialization. Science and technology. God has blessed these people. That's why the Fulani oligarchs and all their accolades, they are working together in Nigeria, don't want to see an Igbo man. Because Igbo man is highly blessed. When you talk about profession in science and technology in this contraption, you will talk about Igbo man. Yes. Go challenge them in the school. Go challenge them in the higher institution, tertiary institution. Igbo man is well endowed with such technological, let me say, expertise. They are well blessed in science, industry, let's say just entrepreneurship. Whatsoever, listen good. I am coming. Nnamdi Kanu, as you said, is he going to be free on 8th? I know. Nnamdi Kanu should be free. But what brought about his incarceration, unnecessary incarceration, is because Igbo man is generally, universally hated in this country. So I know I'm coming. And let me tell you, on 8th, he is going free. Because James Omotosho, I don't think he's dancing to the costumes of the federal. The federal wanted him to be there. But Omotosho said no. Because whatever man does on earth here is going to answer to it in heaven. I don't know whether you understand where I'm going. I'm saying that the finality has come. The finality is on 8th May. Nnamdi Kanu is going free.
Uzomidinma knew what he was doing. Uzomidinma have seen the handwriting on the wall that by and by Nnamdi Kanu will be out. And this is what Nnamdi Kanu have said before. Let me get out from this dungeon. Give me only 2 minutes. I will stop the killings in Biafra land. Uzomidinma knew that he is part of those Nnamdi Kanu will stop. Because 75% of the killing in Igbo land, people were suspecting that it's caused by Uzomidinma through his Ebubago. Is it not Uzomidinma who wanted the employers to Dukubo as well as our boys to become Timbo State to kill? Is it not Uzomidinma? It's Ebubago, I go house to house killing people. Is it not Uzomidinma part of Uzomidinma men? Ebubago, part of those people joining hand with the Fulani herdsmen, killing the people in Imo State. And he think that life will continue like that. They don't know or remember there's a day for judgment. Now we have seen that the day of judgment is approaching. They're trying to make a twist. But the Igbos, this is the problem they have. Igbos, they soon forget. They forget so quickly. Immediately, Igbo man wound is healed. Then he's able to make some little business. He forget the past immediately. He will not remember where rain start beating him. He will not remember where rain start falling him. If not so, tell me the God Uzomidinma will come now and start preaching gospel to Igbos. When Igbos are doing that preaching gospel, he say, kill them, kill them. Now, how can he come? A person order the killing of the people that are preaching gospel. Now you come now want to preach the gospel. Do you think that people will listen to you? Because my people so easily forget. If not so, they will not have listened to Uzomidinma. I also what I'm saying. Uzomidinma who give IDP camp settlement of herdsmen in Imo State. Is it because they stop people rise up and stop it? Eh? Because the mayhem Uzomidinma caused to the whole Igbo people is worse than what Zik have done to Igbo people. It's worse. What Zik have done to Igbo people? It's worse than what Zik have done to Biafrans. Now Uzomidinma is coming to preach gospel of good relationship, gospel of goodness. Who decided to be that the preacher? Who does Uzomidinma said I become a repented governor? Okay, I can see. We have a repented Boko Haram. Now we are going to have repented governors in Southeast. Eh? When he was dragging, boasting, as if he is God in Imo State, don't he know that he is ordinary mortal body? He's ordinary mortal human being. He has the flesh and blood. Is it not his wife who paraded say, Igbo youth, male and female, she could not marry her Fulani? Is it not what you're champion Fulani cause in Imo State? You see, when you throw ball on the wall, it must surely bounce back onto you. This is what happened to Uzomidinma now. His sin will find him out. There's no justification for Uzomidinma. The blood of innocent people he used Ebubag and federal might to share in Imo State. Those blood will continue to cry against him. Because I've seen that Nnamdi Kanu will be soon released. As this we are going, as this we are moving on. You have seen now that his days are numbers as a governor of Imo State. His days are numbers. Then he tried to make adjustments. Let him go aside from the beginning. From the election he read, he used a Supreme Court to read. Igbo people vote Ihedioha, not him. He went and used Supreme Court to read the election. Let him go aside from that place to begin amendments.
Let him start from that place.
Let him go aside from the amendment. Let him go and tell appeal court, Supreme Court, to restore Ihedioha back from the day Ihedioha stopped. And let all he collected there as a governor be formed out. And let the souls he have killed as a tyrant, Idi Amin of Imo State, let that soul come back to life. Then I will know that he's really looking for good.
Youths that were disallowed on that compound were more than 38. Malami was aware of Operation Python Dance that actually sent many Igbo youths to their early graves under the watch of Abia State Governor Okezie Ikpeazu. God is watching you. You all must go to ICC to answer to this crime of inhumanity of man against his fellow man.
You know Malami? Malami?
Yeah. Yes.
The Malami that has gone. The, what do you call him? The justice man.
Yeah.
The Attorney General.
I heard him one day. He said, in Hausa language, he was telling, he said, Zamu berci anan abashi kuba. Kadan zai mutu. He said they will leave him there, they will poison him, and gradually he will die. So,
he was saying this in Hausa language.
Yes, in Hausa language.
Yes,
it looks like somebody has advised them, do not try it. If you try it, the war will never end.
He said,
he said, if we had known.
If we had known,
yes,
we could have done this thing instead of bringing him to Nigeria. And I told you that they could have done it, but God took away. Nnamdi Kanu is not just an ordinary person. He's a man that